Hey there everybody, what is going on? My name is Aditya and welcome to the final episode of the first chapter. In this episode, we'll be taking a look at conditionals in Elixir. Now the first conditional keyword that you can use is if statement. If you come from any other language, you know that if statement has a pretty straightforward syntax. We simply say if a condition is true, execute this code, else execute the other block. For example, if is underscore integer, which is it is an Elixir function, so I'll be saying if is integer 12.2. In that case, do say io dot puts is integer, else I'll be saying io dot puts not an integer. So if I go ahead and execute my code, I should be able to see not an integer because 12.2 is actually an float. It's not an integer. Now in Elixir, there is also an opposite, a polar opposite of if statement, that is unless. So if I'll be saying unless is integer 12.2, do, in that case, let's just say io.puts not an integer. Now what this will be doing is evaluating if the condition is false and then executing the block. So obviously the condition here is false, and if I go ahead and execute, I'll be seeing not an integer. Another conditional is case. So what we do in this is we match the argument provided in case with the conditionals inside. For example, case atom named as hello, do something like this. In case the hello is exactly equals to world, in that case what I want to do is say io.puts hello world, but obviously it is not. Now in case it matches this, I'll be saying io.puts hello there, and then I'll be having a fallback statement, a fallback condition that will be saying underscore, which will be saying io.puts this always comes if nothing else. So let me go ahead and explain this code to you. In this code, I'll be saying, hey, check this atom hello and evaluate if it matches with any one of these. Now obviously hello and world are not equal, so this condition will be evaluated to false and this block of code will be skipped. Now how I have declared this condition is I have simply said colon world, and then I have put a hyphen and a symbol, a bracket symbol over here. So what this does is it says that hey, if this condition matches, then execute the code block that is written in front of this, and the code block written in front of this is io.puts hello world. Now in case it matches hello like this, which obviously it does, in that case put hello there, and then underscore, in which case just put io.puts this always comes if nothing else. So if I go ahead and execute the code, wait a second, I need to save it, and I go ahead and execute the code, you can see it says hello there. Now obviously it says found quoted atom hello because it is really not required to put the quotes around the string, around the atom string over here, but I did it anyway just to prove the point. One thing I forgot to mention about here is underscore. What this underscore is, this is actually Elixir's way of ignoring the actual content of comparison and returning match as true. It is required to do so that case will not raise an error if there is no match. This will be used a lot more in future, so it is important to understand this. The next conditional is cond. Now this is not equally important conditional, but you never know when you will have to use this. What this does is it matches conditions rather than values. For example, I can say condition do, and inside of this I'll be saying, let's just say 9 plus 1, if it exactly equals to 12, in that case go ahead and say io.puts not true. In case 8 minus 2 is exactly equals to 6, in that case I want to say io.puts, and once this is done, I want to simply say if the condition is true, then simply just go ahead and say io.puts and say true. Now obviously the true over here is the fallback condition, just like underscore in the previous one. But in here, anytime the condition is evaluated to true, that particular code block will be executed. So what this should print out is, it should print out, this should print out. So I go ahead and re-execute the script, and it says this should print out. So the code is working perfectly fine. Now there is one final conditional in Elixir which is called as with. We'll take a look at with condition during pattern matching episode, since it is a little more complicated and we have not learned enough to really understand its power. So thanks a lot for watching, and see you in the next one.